Here we go. Kenya in the red jerseys kicking off. Australia in their traditional green and gold receiving. The Australians will have happy memories of this field as they won here last year.
Off the foot, off the knee.
Indeed, that was the last time they've got past the quarterfinal stages in the HSBC World Series. They'll be looking to improve on that here back in Los Angeles again. Early possession for the Kenyans. Good show and go there. Lifting his legs, Wekesa. 15 meters short. He's brought down in the mud.
Ball's out.
Ball is out.
Play on.
Gathered by Tanga. Play on to the referee, but there's going to be a knock on.
Lost the grid.
And that discipline, those handling, those errors. Kenya really getting good field position here. Wekesa, as you said, had a very scrambling run down that left side, but discipline will be a really big key here for Kenya in the tackle area particularly. They've got some big, powerful runners, but it means nothing if they don't have the ball in hand and they're marching back 10.
Australia's going to use the boot. It's something I'm sure we'll see more of as the weekend progresses, especially if these wet conditions continue. Gathered back there by Wekesa. Good support, but you see lots of Kenyans in that 15-meter channel. That is a feature of Damien McGraw's Sevens teams. They're comfortable playing in this tight channel, pounding away with their physical presence. Quick ball. Awkwardly offside, the Australian player, but he's got away with it. And there is Otieno. Low pass there, tough in these conditions. Wisely left. Gathered by Humwa. And he's penalized for not releasing.
Limit.
Australia off quickly. They have an incredible record off quick taps, and that's why they go. The late drop back inside. Double support, quick feet, and Tim Clements in over for the Australians' first try.
And that try was the result of lack of discipline by Kenya in the breakdown, turned the ball over in the penalty, and Australia in the bright gold showing their confidence coming into this tournament. They've spent the last few weeks really honing in on building team unity, confidence, and playing with authenticity, and we see that on full display after the first try.
The extras added by Dunbar. Clements gets a nice touch for him there, the 25-year-old in his 8th HSBC World Series event. Yeah, you mentioned Australians, just the form that was so impressive last season, culminated with that famous victory here in LA, just has been missing for the last 4 events. They said they started Hong Kong, they started this series with a gold medal in Hong Kong, but now they're on defense and sat down momentarily, but hanging on is Dietrich Roach. Sit down, says the Buffalo. Still on his feet, still driving those massive legs. Quite deep, this Kenyan attack, and it's allowing the Australians to take the field away. Still not back to that gain line that Otieno set. Almost dragged into touch, but recycling well. Again, two deep passes here. It's putting this Kenyan attack under pressure. There's a ball flipped out wide, not gathered by Otieno. Finally, it's a knock on.
And that's just dogged defense by Australia, really defending that bend don't break defense. See OU here, dropping the shoulder, showing his presence.
How about this one? You like this?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a Gareth Reese drop of the shoulder.
He looks for the next guy too. He puts one down and goes and finds the next one.
Coach. Bind.
Australian put in.
Set.
Matt Gonzalez in the scrum half roll. A little sloppy, but they get it away. And then working off the ball to double back. Clements gets the hands free, but wisely decides not to offload. Width now from the Aussies. Now the kick off the left foot. It doesn't come off. Pounced on by the Kenyans. Brought down there. Brian Tanga. Ooh, more big hits. Both of these sides not afraid of the physical confrontation. The chip and chase now. Who's got the pace? Coming off in a covering role is James Turner. Not really a sweeper, but as that short side winger, he got back first. That's his job. The jersey grab stops Patterson for the moment, but still driving is Nathan Lawson. Held up, literally held up, and the ball stolen. Textbook work from Kevin Wekesa, trying to get his side back into this match. Kenya, the momentary advantage, looking from the outside, lifting the heels. Dennis Abukesi, fist in the air. First try for Kenya.
Well, Abukesi with the big try, but it started in the middle of the field. That outstanding Kenyan defense. Strong, strong athlete. You see, he literally holds the Australian player up, strips the ball off, Wekasi, and they are able to pitch it out to the right side, the big side of the field, and in a one-on-one match, Australia cannot compete.
Extras are under the post. So just a few seconds to go in this first half. It's 7-all here, and the Kenyan fans are loving it.
Yeah, that's an exciting group right there. They
doesn't take much to get them going,
no,
does it?
it doesn't. It doesn't. They're some of the best.
Kickoff hanging high. It's not gathered by Australia. Good advantage played by the referee. But he's actually going to play the second knock on. That'll end the first half here with Australia and Kenya all locked up. 7 points apiece. Almost unheard of. So Australia to the right boot of Stuart Dunbar, their captain. They go long and get us underway. 7-7 the score here. The first game for these teams here at the LA Sevens. It's a damp Saturday morning and very, very cool down there. Not your traditional Sevens weather, not your traditional California suns either. Kenya backed up inside their own 22. Australians better in defense. As you saw those 5 missed tackles in the first half. Could have been more costly. Now they're up to it. Standing off is Lawson. Going to put their boot to it. Long and down the middle. Really just giving away possession. Not a great tactical kick there. Width through Lawson. Good footwork. It's a good gain, but he hasn't released at the breakdown. Otieno wanted to go quickly, but the ball wasn't to the mark.
Yeah, risky kick, as you stated, but it worked out for Kenya. They pursued, got the tackle, and were able to get over the ball and create a turnover.
And there is the subplot here. Australia in 8th currently, but look at those playoff zone teams. Uruguay just ahead of Kenya, and Spain and Canada chomping at their heels. So literally every pool game, every point that's on offer, so valuable. The top 4 teams, you see that gold coloring signifies the teams that would qualify for the Paris Olympics. Obviously, if France stayed in the 4th spot, Fiji would bump up as well. So much to play for this season on the HSBC World Series. This is actually the second time these two teams have played. They played in Dubai, and that was a 19-all draw. In that one, Kenya were up at the half, and Australia came back. Right now, this one's level at the half. Kenya, not the quickest ball production so far, so they're getting these very static attacking situations, relying on the strength of
Advantage.
players like Alvin Otieno. He wins that battle. Oh, great footwork. The stop and go. Abukesi again providing for Kenya.
And it was quiet for a second, and it got really loud in here, Gareth. Fantastic footwork by Abukesi. Little stutter, and then just opens up the stride. Australia making one last attempt, but it's way too late.
It's so hard to defend on a wet pitch like this. That stop and go got him cold.
Yeah, you've got to keep those feet active, and you got to keep them under you, and Australia definitely lost that, got out of sync.
Well, they're loving it. They may or may not have noticed that the conversion was not good. So just 5 points the advantage. Yaks indeed. I don't get that one.
I don't either.
We'll have to do some more research. We'll go down and check it out later on.
They look warm.
Kenya kicking off. Australia need the ball, but they haven't got it here. It's bounced loose. Okeo is on it. Well, you can sense this Kenyan side are feeling confident. The one-handed offload to Tabu. He's brought down 7 meters out now. Kenya, will they go to the power game? Just 2 meters out. Driven back and hands on the ruck. Oh, surely the ruck was formed there, but the referee said no. So Aussie get to attack from deep in their own end. Ball's loose. Kenya lost forward, said the referee.
That was a lot. That was a lot of ball spillage there. But Australia, oh, you see.
I think the referee's got this one right, just off the fingertips there.
Definitely off the fingertips. Oh, lucky for Australia. Dodged a bullet there.
Well, still not out from under the pressure here. Time's back on, and the scrum will be 5 meters out from the Australian line. And the Kenya's not averse to putting some physical pressure on at scrum time. This one's fairly static, and Aussie's going to go conventional with the boot. Stick it long. Awkward bounce, but really well picked up from Tabu. He's looking to create something. Again, they're comfortable in the short area, almost getting around the outside. Is Wekesa again. We're going to come back because Australia's offside at the ruck.
Yeah, they had a free play Kenya there. I think they were aware of it. Took their chances on that short side. Now they're going to reset with the scrum set piece.
And you saw Big Alvin Otieno there looking up at the stadium score clock, seeing there's just less than a minute and a half to play. Chosen the scrum. Great to see him back in a Kenyan jersey. He had a little bit of a stint up in Canada playing some rugby, enjoying the hospitality up there after his recent visit with the HSBC World Series, where we will be next week in BC Place. He can return to Vancouver. Right now he's looking to upset the Australians with his Kenyan team here. They're up 5 points, less than a minute to play. Can they manage the clock out? Isolated for the moment with great support in the form of Billy Odhiambo. That's his experience coming through. 40 seconds to play here. This is where the ruck technique, this is where the lungs are burning. They've got to execute. And who better to give the ball to than Otieno? Oyu knows the plan here. Perhaps surprisingly, they've gone wide. You've got to get bodies over the ball, and they do. 20 seconds to play here. A famous win on the cards for Kenya. It's surely a penalty playing the scrum half. Desperation there from Josh Turner, and it's going to cost him.
Yeah, and this just great composure shown by Kenya. Retain the ball. They're not frantic. They know they have the win if they can just keep the ball, and they do so.
Well, that'll do it. The hooter sounds. Total celebration here from the Kenyan fans. Otieno's bringing all his boys together. They want to celebrate in unison at midfield. Smiles all around. There they are. 12 points to 7.